Yo, what's good, G Knights? It's Gideon back here with another setup for League play. Getting ready for that to drop soon. Hopefully, it'll be Thursday or so. All right, we're looking at the MP-40. We've got a strafe compensator on here because they dropped the recoil booster being able to be used. Just add a little bit of recoil. Everything else kind of really comes with a drawback you don't want. We have the 317 millimeter KRAUSNIK barrel. This is going to make it a little bit easier to control. A little bit less sprint to fire time, but we make up for that later. Don't worry. Yeah, let's go with a KRAUSNIK 33M folding stock. This is going to make up for our sprint to fire time, our movement speed, cut back a little bit on accuracy and recoil. We make that up later. Trust me, everything nets out to be a nice little positive here. We do have different iron sight set on this, a little bit wider for you. So we're looking at a little bit ADS speed higher than the regular standard iron sights. Brace proficiency, obviously increase accuracy and recoil on your initial like 4 or 5 shots. This is going to make up for anything that we have a detriment to kill our accuracy at, and just kind of make us beam those first couple of shots. Again, I'm a real big fan of bursting your fire. Makes it just a little bit easier to control, you know? Alright, get around the map faster. We got quick as our kit. Just run around a little bit faster. STIPPLED. This is for more recoil accuracy. Get you out of sticky situations. Your recoil comes a little bit easier. You know, you ain't got to wait on that like 5 or 6 steps. You know, if you're running, gunning, for your recoil to reset, this just kind of does it for you. Lengthened type, always lengthened for ammo type. No magazine, really, honestly. We could run fast mags, but I'd kind of like to kill more than 2 people before I have to reload. If you're encountering that third person just like right there, it just kind of sucks. About the only one on this that would do you any good would be a drum mag, but you lose out on the ADS speed just to gain some more ammo. And it's kind of, honestly, when you're playing competitive mode, you don't really care about that. Unless it's going to give me like 120 rounds. You know what I'm saying? As per usual, damage increasing. Those magazines are G8 or banned. One of the two, I honestly forget. CARVER FOREGRIP. Lose a little bit of ADS speed. Again, that's made up by the default, or the different iron sights. We're going to gain that recoil control, though, and a little bit of hip fire accuracy that we lost earlier. Just for those, panic sprays or nice little, oh my god, there you are, you know what I mean? All right, nice. This is also, on a side note, this is also the only sub that I have gold. We have a knife on there as per usual. Sprint out a little bit faster where we're going. Ninja, engineer, and lightweight, pretty basic. Engineer is the only thing in the second category that we're allowed to have. Run back and forth between lightweight and double time, whichever one you prefer. And ninja is a must. Frag grenade, stun grenade as per usual. I was contemplating running a smoke on this class. Still not sure if I want to or not. I'm not really a smoker. Well, I mean I am, but I don't actually smoke them grenades, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's get right into it. Alright, so we're going to have to do something slightly different. My audio actually didn't record for this gameplay, but no biggie, we'll just do a little voiceover. So real quick, starting this nice little match with search off. Jiggle peeking in the little corners. People like to push A first. It just makes it a little bit easier, I suppose. Just quickly moving. That's what you want to do with this class. You want to make sure that you're moving around a lot. That guy unfortunately just loaded in, and it kind of it threw me off. I'm sure it would have you too. He wasn't there on that quick check by and the run in, and then all of a sudden he was. Nothing you could do about that, buddy. But alright, this is where the game actually starts. It gets pretty better, everybody actually loads in. It's a 5v4. It's not the 4v4 that we're looking for, but what can we do? Get that nice little spray on him. A little hip fire control. I said you kind of want to make sure that you're just kind of quickly checking the corners. catch people like that. Trying to flank around. It's pretty good. Maybe go back up top. Maybe he's pushing A again. Yep, that's where he was. He had the quick look on B and you're like flip it to A. It's a quick game of search. So I believe it's 3 upper body and a headshot to kill. It's pretty quick. You know, it has a nice rate of fire. It's a little bit quicker. And again, we're pulling out the knife. Get where we're trying to go, you know, a little bit faster. We want to get down here in these little situations where people have to jump on top of us, and we can catch them on the way down quicker than they can catch anything else. No idea what that guy was doing. Put a flank on him. Just want to keep moving with this class. Work the perimeter as much as you can. Just try to cross-check all your corners. Very important right there. When you're playing any kind of competitive mode, or honestly COD in general, but especially competitive modes, you want to make sure that you can be able to finish the kill before you decide you want to take that shot at trying to kill him. He probably only saw me for like 2 or 3 frames and got 2 bullets into me before I was completely around the corner. That's just not going to cut it. You know, I was able to turn on him. Again, here we are sitting here making sure that we get, you know, easy little places that we can back into, you know, back into cover if we need to. You know, pull the one up top, pull the one trying to flank around. I thought there was only one, and then there was 2. And let me tell you, that honestly scared me for a second. A little bit of movement, you know, back and forth, and how quick the MP-40 is ready to go. And I was able to take them both. The third one, though, I thought he was going to be following his buddies down the middle, but he came from the outside and pulled me while I was, you know, very, very weak. I'm just fighting 2 of them, hit me 1 tap with the head with an STG. Nothing I could really do about that, you know. I tried the ace, the clutch, but it just didn't work out. It's alright. This one here, again, you know, getting locations where you have the little bit advantage. So this map is kind of weird in that height isn't always, you know, high ground doesn't always give you an advantage. Unless, you know, you can catch somebody trying to get into a lower location like that. And I just killed both of those. Thought actually he was down with his buddy over towards B, so I thought it was safe to plant the bomb. You know, apparently I was wrong. He got a nice little 2-piece. It's all good, no worries. Exactly what I was talking about just a second ago. He should have just, you know, waited till he got a slightly better angle on him. There was no reason to fire at him knowing that you wouldn't have been able to finish him. And especially if you're going to hit the wall. That's beside the point. Luckily, you know, our buddy comes over here and cleans it up with an MP-40. Much looks like the same build, just different camo.
Eliminate the objective. Hope you like a little challenge.
I think I was designated bomb carrier for most of the time on this map, honestly. You know, the non-voted in unanimous bomb carrier, but it's all good. I got my buddy covered there, you know, working the corners. He took out my buddy. I heard the shot go off. Able to flip on him. I guess was trying to, you know, flank around. But that's what we're trying to say is, like, this MP-40 build, it's really good up close. Like, really, really good up close. Not bad at all at range. You know, come back around and see if he's coming around the top. And he is. You want to stay around the perimeter of the map as much as possible. Maybe go once through the center, but you want to stay around the perimeter. Make sure that your back can't be shot. Well, at least try to limit it as much as possible. When we jump into league play, you won't see anybody running overkill and the riot shield. They're both banned. You know, we're running down here. We're going to go ahead and try to pull this quick underneath. Run into somebody. I was able to get the fire off first. MP-40 beats the STG. Go up top. Not really sure why that guy was, you know, looking towards the wall rather than out towards the middle, unless he was trying to hide from suppressive fire earlier. But either way, jumped on top of his head. Nice hip fire accuracy. Not too terrible. Of course, this is not the hip fire build, but like I said, everything kind of balances out and still nets a positive on everything. Check this. I saw him trying to cross underneath, just waiting on him. Bam, he couldn't do anything about it. He was probably expecting me to be underneath a second time, you know, like I was just on last round. Maybe 1v3. No, that gets me in. So I'm so used to having throwing knives on my classes. You know that, I've told you that. Like, I thought I had a throwing knife because I wanted to go reload, man. I was just gonna panic throw that, clean that up, but I was like, oh, that's a grenade. Saddest moment, man. Sad moments. Try to run around and see if I can peek them. Oh, yep, nope. It's two of them. Alright, I ain't winning that. Two of them on the head glitch back there. I need you to just back away and rethink the plan of attack here. I'm going to go ahead and call in some streaks. Best practice, obviously, try to get in a corner. I know it's cliche and, you know, not fun to say to get in the corner when you're calling in streaks, that you lose your ability to be able to be in gunfights for. But you got to minimize how much damage you can happen. Yeah, I swore up and down I saw him right there, but now that I'm sitting here watching this back, my bombing run killed him, and I didn't notice. I'm sitting there looking for him and didn't see him, and I'm inside like myself trying to dodge the bombing run because it's killed me. You know, I'm really notorious for dying on my own bombing runs, especially on search. But I was sitting there looking for him because I didn't pay attention to the kill feed and see that I actually had that. He was back there waiting on me. This guy saw him for like 2 frames. You know, you need to double check your shadows if you got them up all the way high. I don't know why. I'm gonna constantly question why he mounted that wall on that side. If anything, he could have just backed straight up and been available to swing to the right or left. Either way, this is getting a close game. We're looking 5-4. You know, I figured this time I'd change up a little bit. I'd try to rush through ladder, throw a nade or so, pick one of them off. But that's where that incendiary grenade comes in. But it's alright, you know, they like to bounce back and forth between up and top, or up and bottom, so I figured I'd do the same thing, and hopefully our rhythms are just about the same. And they were. There just happened to be one extra guy there, and there wasn't much I could do about that being so injured from that fire still. Luckily our boy comes up, clutches it with MP-40, and shows us how to finish it, man. It's just a beautiful game. Again, this has been Gideon's Guide to the MP-40 here in Vanguard, preparing for League play. If you like the gun breakdown, you know, the little tips that I gave you throughout the video, or even just the gameplay, man, throw us down a sub, become one of the G Knights, like, give us a comment. Any little bit helps, man. Appreciate it. And as always, I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Peace out.